Hey there, movie buffs and code enthusiasts! Welcome to a game that will put your movie knowledge to the test. Today we've got a challenge for you. Get ready to dive into the world of iconic movies and see if you can match the code to the movie it belongs to. But before we kick things off, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on our fun challenges. Alright folks, let's jump right into it. Here's our first code. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. Where is this code from? Is it from Forrest Gump or Gone with the Wind? In Gone with the Wind, Scarlett runs down the stairs after Red Butler in the hopes of winning him back. She asked what she should do and where she should go, but he had enough of her antics and responded with, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn." Let's move on to an animation with this code. Ogres are like onions. Do you know which animation includes this code? Shrek or Ants? Shrek is one funny family movie that the whole gang will love. It features plenty of great one-liners, including ogres are like onions. Put some Windex on it. Can you name the movie where you'd hear this classic line? Sunshine Cleaning or My Big Fat Greek Wedding? The main character in My Big Fat Greek Wedding explains that her dad believes Windex cures everything from poison ivy to psoriasis. Moving on to the next challenge. Are you not entertained? Which movie delivers this unforgettable line? Is it from 300 or Gladiator? Although this drama movie is more than 20 years old, the pop cultural references persist because it's so ridiculously quotable. One of the most famous lines in the movie, directed by Ridley Scott, is, "Are you not entertained?" Our next code is, "She doesn't even go here." What movie brings us this iconic line? Is it from Mean Girls or Bring It On? Codes from Mean Girls are still relevant and recognized even though the movie is from 2004. I wish I knew how to quit you is our next code. Which movie features this memorable code? The Notebook or Dear John? Nicholas Sparks knows how to write a great love story. The Notebook is just one of his 11 books adapted to the big screen. Again, it's hard to pick just one famous quote from this movie, but I wish I knew how to quit you is one that sticks out. Can you guess the movie that includes this saying? Florals for spring, groundbreaking. Confessions of a Shopaholic or The Devil Wears Prada. Meryl Streep is an iconic actress and her role in The Devil Wears Prada is just one of her many fantastic and memorable characters. Remember, the Force will be with you always. In which cinematic universe is this famous code heard? Star Trek or Star Wars? This code might have thrown you for a loop. That's because it's one of the movie codes most people get wrong. Many people think the code is "May the Force be with you." I'm walking here. Can you identify the movie with this famous line? Marathon Man or Midnight Cowboy? Dustin Hoffman and Jon Voight team up in Midnight Cowboy, and both deliver stellar performances. The famous code that steals the show, however, is this line that Hoffman says as he crosses the street in New York City. They call it Royale with cheese. What action-packed movie showcases this catchphrase? Pulp Fiction or The Hateful Eight? A classic 90s movie is part of the fun of watching the crime movie. The stars include John Travolta, Uma Thurman, Bruce Willis, and Samuel L. Jackson, who says they call it Royale with cheese. We are halfway through our movie code challenge. If you enjoyed the quiz so far, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button so you will support our content. Now back to the questions. Go ahead, make my day. Is our next code. Can you guess the movie that includes this saying? Dirty Harry or Sudden Impact? Harry Callahan's catchphrase, "Go ahead, make my day," is something he says at the beginning and the end of Sudden Impact. Our next code is, "I'll have what she's having." In which heartwarming movie does this saying hold true? When Harry Met Sally or Sleepless in Seattle? Although Meg Ryan stars in Sleepless in Seattle and You've Got Mail, it's her performance in the romantic comedy When Harry Met Sally that led to this famous quote. "You're gonna need a bigger boat." Which movie delivers this unforgettable line? The Deep or Jaws? Police Chief Brody yells, "You're gonna need a bigger boat" during an iconic scene in Jaws after seeing the gigantic shark he hopes to catch. Nobody puts baby in a corner. Can you name the movie where you'd hear this line? Dirty Dancing or Footloose? Johnny Castle, played by Patrick Swayze, rescues Baby after her father tells her to sit away from the dance stage in the corner. "In my experience, the prettier a girl is, the more nuts she is, which makes you insane," is a quote from which romance movie? Blue Valentine or The Notebook? Blue Valentine is known for its unconventional filming process. The movie scenes were shot non-chronologically, and the actors lived together in a house to build their on-screen chemistry. It's a tale as old as time, Ulysses. Boy meets girl, boy falls for girl, girl goes into hypersleep, is a quote from which movie? Rocketman or Blade Runner? In the musical biopic Rocketman about Elton John, Taron Egerton, who portrayed Elton, sang all the songs himself. We have a legendary line, "You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain." Which movie does it belong to? Blade or The Dark Knight? Heath Ledger's portrayal of the Joker in The Dark Knight is legendary. He went to great lengths to immerse himself in the character. Can you name the movie where you'd hear this line? Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain, Mary Poppins or The Wizard of Oz? The Wizard of Oz used groundbreaking technology for its time. The transition from black and white to Technicolor when Dorothy reached the land of Oz was a cinematic marvel in 1939, dazzling audiences with its vibrant colors. Our next code is, what we've got here is failure to communicate. Which movie does it belong to? Cool Hand Luke or The Longest Yard? In Cool Hand Luke, Paul Newman's character famously consumes 50 hard-boiled eggs in 1 hour to win a bet. And here's our last quote. Fasten your seatbelts, it's going to be a bumpy night. Do you know which movie uses this line? 42nd Street or All About Eve? All About Eve made Oscars history by receiving 14 Academy Award nominations in 1951, a record that stood for almost 50 years. I'm pretty sure you will like our other movie code challenge too, so check it out. Until next time, keep watching, keep coding, and keep being the movie buff you were.